What's up YouTube, this is Mathis97 and welcome to another edition of Smackdown vs. Raw 2008 General Manager Mode. We're here with ECW episode number 50, and this is a big episode, not only because it's episode number 50, but because this is our final brand exclusive pay-per-view, and because it goes without a name. I mean, I think the little news thing said like special pay-per-view, so we could call it the ECW special event. I don't know. But, yeah, had to go back and just remind everyone, if you missed the last episode, yeah, we kind of missed out on Sabu. So that left the question of what were we going to do for the main event, because he was supposed to compete in the Battle Royal. Well, as you can see, we decided to replace, well, I decided to replace Sabu with Sandman, because if we take a look back, and you see right here, this TLC match, Sandman beat Sabu, and, you know, I was kind of trying to do some quick thinking, like, okay, what could I do, who could I replace Sabu with and have it make sense? So this is kind of a way to make it make sense, because Sabu won the TLC, or Sandman won the Triple Threat TLC match, so, and he even pinned Sabu with that, so I guess it makes sense that we put Sandman in there, but we also have him competing in the first match because of the rivalry that was going on to, you know, try to get the extra boost in the match rating. So hopefully Sandman doing double duty works out and doesn't decline the ratings. Sandman gets the victory in the opening match. Could that possibly foreshadow the events to come with the ECW Championship Battle Royal? Does that mean, could that possibly hint at Sandman becoming the new ECW Champion? We'll have to find out. But as we can see, I was debating which match to do, so I was kind of, you know, that's why I kind of spazzed out there. I was trying to figure out which match I wanted to simulate. So I wanted to do 3, so I ended up landing on the Fatal 4 and simulated that. So Rey Mysterio got the win, even over his rival Mark Henry at that. So big win there for Rey Mysterio, but now we move on into a steel cage tag team matchup. It's the team of Edge and HBK to take on the team of CM Punk and The Undertaker. And this is a big, high-profile matchup, because you just got to take a look at the talents we have in the ring. We got the likes of the Dead Man, The Undertaker. We've got Shawn Michaels. You know, they have a rivalry going. And then, of course, we have the Edge CM Punk rivalry. So we get to, not only do we get to mix 2 rivalries into one, kill 2 birds with one stone here at the pay-per-view, but, you know, we get to just throw all of this high-profile talent, all this main event talent, all into one giant match. So this should be pretty good. Good way to kickstart the pay-per-view here. And not to mention the fact that it's inside of a steel cage, so it just makes it that much more extreme here. So we do know, of course, when it comes to Shawn Michaels, he's just been losing match after match. So, I mean, yet still unsuccessful in beating The Undertaker. So, I mean, this could be his opportunity. He now has the ultimate opportunist in his corner. And you definitely would rather have Edge Edge working with you rather than working against you. But then, you know, for the other team, you got CM Punk and The Undertaker, so that's a pretty formidable force as well. So I don't know. I don't know if this really. I don't think I can really pick a favorite to win this one. I mean, I think it's a pretty evenly matched matchup here. I mean, we got Punk and Taker on one team, we got Edge and HBK on the other. I think that's a pretty fair, balanced system of teams here we got going. But as we can see right now, CM Punk looks like he's going to go for almost like a cross arm breaker there on Edge, and a big uppercut from The Undertaker, taking out the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. So right now the rivals are going after each other, and right now it appears as though Taker and Punk are in control. And a huge big boot there from The Undertaker. And meanwhile, Edge ducks a kick from Punk there, now takes him down with a like a leg sweep takedown there. It's not really a leg sweep, I don't know exactly what to call it, but now Undertaker takes Edge out with a bulldog, and a big super kick from Punk to HBK. So almost kind of mocking him there, I guess you could say, just kind of, you know, maybe playing some mind games there. But look at it, Edge just slamming The Undertaker, the back of his head off the mat. And in case you haven't noticed recently, and, well, it's going to be more so in the future, especially once Pokemon series is wrapped up. I mean, it should be wrapping up here pretty shortly, if it hasn't been wrapped up already. But there's going to be kind of an influx of GM mode videos. I mean, with Universe mode I've said this. I'm pretty sure I said it before, but if not, I'll say it again. At this point, I've definitely finished recording W2K14 Universe Mode because I'm not patient, and I, at one point, wound up getting a month ahead on recordings. Not like commentaries. The commentaries are never, like the commentaries I usually try to do, like I don't record commentaries a month in advance. But, you know, the gameplays I'll record and then, you know, wait to edit the videos. So sometimes they sit there for a little while. So we can see in the background, CM Punk trying to climb out of the cage here. Undertaker takes Edge out. And now looks like he's going to get Michaels. And Punk is over. He's on top of the cage. And he is out. But this is a tag team match. So both members of each team are going to have to escape the cage in order to win. So right now, Taker, he's at a 2-on-1 handicap right now until he can get out of the cage. But as I was saying, I mean, Universe Mode has been all recorded up to this point. So I'm going up to TLC, and then, you know, when 2K15 drops, the Royal Rumble is going to be the first pay-per-view that I cover. So, you know, I kind of have to hold back a little bit on Universe Mode because I don't want to run out too early before the release of 2K15. So, I mean, I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to be getting, what's next? TLC, that's the one. I think I'm going to wind up getting that pay-per-view uploaded probably in October, maybe late September, but I don't know if I really want to go a month without it. I'm thinking maybe like early to mid-October I'll get TLC up, and then the rest will probably just be GM mode for the month. So whether it's now or sometime in the future, there's going to be a bit more of an influx of GM mode videos. They're going to come out more frequently than Universe Mode, so you get to, if you're a fan of GM mode, then that should hopefully appeal to you, because I really want to wrap up this GM mode series heading into 2K15's release, because I got big plans for this next game. I mean, I've got, you know, of course, the obligatory Universe Mode series that I've got planned. I plan on doing a career mode to try out that new mode, see how that works. So that's the second series, and then of course UCW 2K15, the Universe Mode that I, you know, the Call Universe Mode that I had in WWE13. Gonna bring it back this time as its own series. So that's 3 right there. 3 high. Well, I don't know how career mode's gonna be just yet, but I know that's at least 2 high maintenance series, especially considering, you know, the old format of my UCW videos where they were, you know, like 50 minutes or so, 40 to 50 minutes each. So I mean, that's going to be a pretty high maintenance series. And then with Universe Mode, I'd like to get that out a bit more frequently. But then again, you know, UCW 2K15 would be, it wouldn't come out until, I don't know when it's exactly going to be released yet, whether it would be January, February. It's going to be around that range, sometime, you know, early 2015. I do have another trailer that's going to be coming out for that, probably sometime in between TLC and my first episode of 2K15 Universe Mode, sometime before 2K15 drops. You know, just to kind of make sure that people who are new to the channel, you know, if they're new to the channel, they have an idea of what's to come in the future, and then plus so it doesn't seem like I'm forgetting about UCW, because, you know, with this much of a layoff, I don't want, you know, it's probably going to kill a little bit of the hype for it. Possibly, I don't know. I can't predict the future, but I don't want it to just sort of disappear from the channel, so that's why I've got a second little promotional there going to be for it, just to kind of hype it up a little bit more. And, you know, just to also kind of work on some new editing styles and try to, you know, I'm trying to get better at doing these kind of promo things for wrestling videos, because in the end, it's going to help benefit my Universe Mode content as well, so I can, you know, practice and try to get a little bit better, make it a little more of the pay-per-view promos, the build-up feud, stuff like that, just so I can kind of get more experience doing that, so that when it comes around time for a pay-per-view feud, I can make my promos look a little more like the WWE, the ones that WWE makes. So that's kind of, you know, looking ahead at what's going to be coming out pretty shortly. Look at this. Edge got the Undertaker. Execution DDT takes the Undertaker down. But yeah, that's basically why I want to get GM mode wrapped up before the game's release. So I don't know. So I mean, I'm about to like start up school again at the time of doing this commentary, and I'm not exactly sure when my free time is going to be to do that this year. I know last year I usually had kind of a schedule, but this year, you know, just heading into school, I gotta kind of get back into get back into the swing of things. Any kind of schoolwork, if for some reason for a day I can't do a commentary, or if my schedule changes for some reason. Because I'm also looking at possibly trying to get a job, try to earn some extra money and stuff like that, and then also try to go for my driver's permit. So this is a pretty busy time of the year for me, so I kind of want to make sure that I have the commentaries ready in advance. So, you know, at this point, when I'm doing it right now, I haven't uploaded episode 49 yet, so it's going to be a little bit ahead of time. This commentary actually probably be split in half or so. So yeah, I'm sorry if you don't like these kind of rambling videos, but I tend to do that a lot with GM mode. And I'm just kind of giving you a heads up of what the future of the channel is going to be. So yeah, GM mode, whether, you know, at some point, if I have too many episodes and I have to start going daily, or however it's going to work, because ultimately I want to try to, you know, kind of increase the longevity of my content just to get me up to 2K15. So pretty much I know what all the videos I'm going to be uploading are. I haven't done them all yet, but I know what they're going to be, and I just have to make sure that I have enough content that's going to last me up until the release of WWE 2K15. So if that means, you know, say I don't have enough videos, and maybe I have to go, you know, I usually try to upload a video every other day, but maybe if I have to, you know, have like a 3-day break or something like that, if I have to do that, because I don't want the channel to become stale. Like, that's why, you know, sometimes I'll end up recording these commentaries in advance, is because, you know, if I, you know, some days I might be able to go daily uploads for like a week, and then there could be like a 3, 4, or 5-day break in between commentaries. That's why I kind of try, if I end up recording things in advance, I want to keep this consistent schedule going, just so you can kind of know when to expect content from me. So, I don't know. I just kind of rambled there for a little bit, but I tend to do that a lot in these videos. I'm pretty sure I covered that point. I hope I didn't miss anything. But anyway, let's go ahead and focus back in on this matchup. I mean, I'm sure if I do, I can always, I don't know, maybe put up like a text graphic on screen or something. I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to get back to this matchup, and I'm kind of prolonging it. So here we take a look. We have Taker, we have Michaels, and we have Edge still in the ring here. Taker is kind of slowly getting worn down here by Edge and Michaels right now. As I think Taker was just busted open off that DDT from the Rated R Superstar, the Ultimate Opportunist. So right now, you know, I think this is actually a pretty poor strategy there. Edge could have probably tried to escape the cage while Michaels had that submission hold in, but it looks like they're both trying to keep the Undertaker down, make sure that he stays down so they can both try to maybe escape the cage at the same time. That'd be a pretty smart strategy, considering, you know, it is the Undertaker. He's pretty resilient, and I mean, while all three of these superstars in the ring right now are Hall of Famers, if not future Hall of Famers. As we can see right now, this is a very smart strategy right here. Edge has the submission hold locked in, Taker trying to escape the cage. But what I was going to say earlier with this kind of strategy is now you see Michaels has just escaped the cage, and that leaves Edge all alone with the Undertaker. So was that really the best strategy? I'm not exactly too sure, but I mean, maybe by this point, have they done enough damage to the Undertaker? I mean, not to say the least. I mean, Edge has taken a lot of punishment as well. So I don't know if either of these two superstars, who has the advantage at this point. If Edge is going to be able to last through this, or if Taker's going to survive. Look, we can see here, big punch right to the gut of Edge, and now elbow right to the face. And you can see there's some of that head injury. Taker was kind of staggered there. He was dazed for a little bit. But now he's picking up Edge. And oh no, Michaels took the tombstone earlier. And now Undertaker, he's looking to deliver a message to the Heartbreak Kid right here. Look at this. Tombstone pile driver to Edge there. And as Michaels has escaped the cage, there's nothing he can do. Taker can't get his hands on Michaels right now. So instead he had to take out his aggression on Edge. As Edge is down, Taker's trying to escape the cage here. And he's up over top. All he's got to do is get down to the floor. Both feet have to touch the floor, and he does. The Undertaker has escaped the cage. And the victory will go to the team of CM Punk and The Undertaker. So I changed my mind while I was recording this. We'll simulate. Terry Funk beats Kane in a last man standing match, which now leaves the ECW Championship Battle Royal. We have Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, Randy Orton, Triple H, Sandman, and Batista, and Randy Orton. Did I just say Orton twice right there? I'm not exactly too sure on that past part of the commentary, but here we're back. Orton now making his entry down to the ring. And yeah, we have entrances here. It's just, you know, because it's the final the final pay-per-view, the final brand exclusive pay-per-view that we've got here in ECW, here in GM mode. So I figured, you know what, we gotta go out in style. We gotta have the entrances for, you know, even though it's a 6-man battle royal, it's gonna be a lot of entrances, but I think it's gonna be worth it in the end. As we can see now, Matt Hardy coming down to the ring. Of course, this battle royal was another good way to kind of incorporate some feuds. And of course, you know, leading up to this point, if we remember, we go back a couple of weeks ago, we had Jeff and Matt Hardy teaming up against Sabu and Batista, which was a kind of a mix of rivalries in that one. And the Hardy Boys won, which basically got themselves this opportunity, which got themselves their opportunity here in this matchup. And then, of course, on the last episode of GM Mode, Triple H and Randy Orton won a Triple Threat Tornado Tag match to earn their spot here in the ECW Championship Battle Royal. But now coming down to the ring is the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy, probably the superstar I'm rooting for in this matchup. Jeff Hardy was my childhood favorite, and he's still kind of one of my top superstars to date. I kind of want him to return to the WWE, but I mean, I'm sure a lot of people say that on the interwebs. But now coming down to the ring is Sandman, the man who we had to quickly and last minute replace Sabu with. But I think overall, you know, while we're not going to get the feud boost that we had going with Batista and Sabu, I still think overall Sandman isn't a bad choice. Luckily, with that TLC match that we had last episode, it kinda justifies it. But I mean, Sandman and Sabu kind of had an unofficial feud going there for a while, so you know, I think it works out. I think it'll work out in the end. But now coming down to the ring, the final entrant to this battle royal, he's the ECW Champion. Currently, will he walk out of this battle royal with the title? I'm not sure, but that is the animal, Dave Batista. But of course, you got to keep in mind, no matter who wins this battle royal, they will be, well, not necessarily. I mean, the title could change hands prior to WrestleMania, but Kane has got to be watching this matchup very closely because, of course, he won the Royal Rumble match. So he's, by default, the #1 contender for the title at WrestleMania, unless I mix it up and go with like a Armageddon Hell in the Cell or something. But, you know, definitely Kane is going to be in that matchup. He's going to be competing for the title. So he's going to be watching this matchup very closely to see who his potential opponent at WrestleMania could be. But now, while we're on the topic of WrestleMania real quick, I just want to say that since, you know, WrestleMania is not brand exclusive, and we're probably only going to end up with one match on the card at the rate, you know, this fan you know, ratings war thing is going. Since we're probably going to end up with only one match on the card, I'm going to go ahead and with the last episode of ECW, like the actual ECW show, not a pay-per-view, just the last show, you know, the Tuesday night ECW, the usual episodes that have made up the bulk of the series. That episode, the final episode of ECW, is I'm going to play every match on the card, which it'll be the episode before WrestleMania, so that way we can kind of go out with a bang, since I can't do that with WrestleMania because we're only going to end up with like one match on the card, maybe two. So I think I'm going to kind of, you know, do something a little special there for the end, the final episode, well, final ECW episode of our televised Tuesday night ECW broadcast. I'm going to go ahead and play every single match on the card. So hopefully that works out. But yeah, just want to kind of let you all know that, give you something to look forward to in the near future regarding this GM mode. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look here. Matt Hardy, big face buster, almost like a skull crusher finale, taking Triple H's face first into the mat here. And now, as we can see, Matt Hardy, a DDT there to Sandman. So this opening part of the match is just going to be, well, overall the match is going to be pretty chaotic, but this opening stage is going to be, you know, probably the most chaotic of the match, because everyone, we got all 6 competitors in the ring. Everyone's just kind of looking to pick their spot, hit their big shots. And speaking of big shots, Matt Hardy hits a twist of fate on Randy Orton right there. And Triple H and Sandman are going at it. The Hardy Boys are going at it. Batista hooks the leg on Randy Orton here. 2, 3, Randy Orton has been eliminated. So the Apex Predator is gone from this Battle Royal. He's the first man eliminated, which leaves us down to 5. We've got Triple H, Sandman, the Hardy Boys, and Batista. And as we can see here, big clothesline from Triple H, taking down Sandman. Batista now, he's got Jeff Hardy up, maybe looking to drive into the mat with a power slam. Powerful move there from Batista. Nice neck breaker from Sandman, taking Triple H out. So right now, I mean, at this point, I don't know really who to pick as a favorite. I'd probably, if I had to choose a favorite, I'd probably have to go with the Animal Batista because, you know, for a long time there we had regarding the ECW Championship, we had a whole title picture where the title would continuously change hands. You know, time after time, we really didn't have a consistent ECW champion. But then once Batista won the belt back, I believe Survivor Series was when he won the title back. Once he won it there, I mean, he's held it since. He defeated, at December to Dismember, he defeated Sabu in a last man standing match. He defeated Sabu again at the Royal Rumble. Was it at the Royal Rumble that day? I'm forgetting everything now, but I mean, Batista, he's defeated Sabu twice. I can at least say that. So, I mean, up to this point, you know, he's now held the title since Survivor Series. He's been a consistent champion, as Matt Hardy has just been eliminated by the game, Triple H. But, yeah, I'd have to say, you know, especially now that we're down to 4, probably have to say the Batista. I mean, considering the fact that he won the title in a Battle Royal at Survivor Series, I'd probably have to go with Batista as my favorite to win this one. Not only because of his current title reign, but the fact that he has already won the title in a Battle Royal environment. So my favorite for this match has probably got to be Batista, but you can never count out somebody like Triple H who drives a knee right into the face of Sandman. Sandman, of course, an ECW original, so he's definitely someone to contend with here, but I don't know. His night could be about to come to an end here as Triple H pedigree driving Sandman face first into the mat. And Jeff Hardy, of course, the charismatic enigma, can never count him out of a match as well. There's a cover. 1, 2, 3, and the pedigree was enough to put put him away, to bring his night to a close here. So we're down to 3. We're down to Triple H, Jeff Hardy, and Batista. As we can see, a nice monkey flip there from Jeff Hardy out of the corner. And now Batista, he's got Jeff up against the ropes, but Jeff counters, fights back. But this is, you know, at this point, Jeff Hardy's got to be the underdog here. He's the going up against, you know, a strategic, technical, just brawler. Well, not even really a technical. I don't really know what kind of style Triple H has. He's got a pretty unique style. He can be pretty technical, but he can also just kind of be straight up brawler and just, you know, beat the crap out of you. So Triple H is, you know, he's I forget where I was going with there. He's a pretty he's a character in of himself. Then of course we have Batista, the big powerhouse of this match. And then we've got Jeff Hardy, the high flyer. So you got a nice variety, a good mix of talent here in the final stages of this one, the final 3 in this 6-man battle royals. We can see Batista now just repeated chops to the chest of Jeff Hardy there. But wow, Jeff Hardy, he's just out of it right now. He's got to take a time to catch his breath here. And Triple H now, he's maybe looking to go after Jeff Hardy. Oh, wait a minute, Jeff Hardy playing a little bit of possum. He rolls up Triple H here. There's a cover. 1, 2, 3. Jeff Hardy has him. Triple H caught completely off guard there. Jeff Hardy playing possum, rolled up Triple H, and just like that, the game has been eliminated from this match. So we're down to 2. We're down to Jeff Hardy and the Animal Batista. So right now, it looks like my favorite to win this one is in the final 2. And it looks like right now he's got a big advantage over Jeff Hardy. As Jeff Hardy, he's just out of it here, but he's trying to fight back. Jeff Hardy has taken a huge amount of damage in this one. Whereas Batista, I think, appears to be pretty fresh. I mean, he's, you know, only in the yellow, whereas Jeff Hardy, he's in the red. Jeff Hardy sustained a lot of punishment throughout this match. But you never know, he could possibly catch Batista off guard, just like he caught Triple H off guard with one of those possum pins, but I guess we'll have to find out. But right now, I gotta say, if the advantage goes to Batista right now. But Jeff Hardy, I'm sure he could probably pull it out. Never count Jeff Hardy out of a match. As we can see, went for something, but Batista, big clothesline. Don't think he quite caught all of Jeff Hardy there, but it was enough. Even just a glancing blow from such a powerhouse, such an animal like Batista. I mean, even just a glancing blow would knock a normal man out. So Jeff Hardy, I mean, it's enough to say that he's still in this match. But Batista, I mean, look at the power, look at the strength, just a military press Slam there. Dropping Jeff Hardy right into the mat there. But Jeff still trying to fight back here, but Batista counters once again. And Batista, nope, now a counter by Jeff Hardy. Jeff's just trying to do whatever he can to stay alive in this one. And misses a leg drop there. But nice arm drag takedown to Batista there. But Batista's got to, you know, he can't afford to slip up here. He's got to stay on his guard, because we saw what happened to Triple H. He let his guard down for just a few seconds, but all it takes is 3 seconds. So Batista, he's got to be on his game, and he has got to keep a close eye on Jeff Hardy here, as he nearly took Jeff's head off with a clothesline there. And now look at the strength. Just picked Jeff Hardy up by his leg and just dropped him down right onto his knee there. And that was a vicious headbutt to the face of Jeff Hardy. And Jeff is just a crimson mass right now. He's been busted open. But Jeff Hardy maybe trying to use that bloodshed to try to fire him up here a little bit. Oh, but Batista now, he's gonna lag up the screen here with a rampage. And I think that could be it. I don't know if Jeff Hardy's got enough left in him. Oh, but wait, Jeff Hardy, as I say that, counters with a headbutt. But Batista, just too powerful. I don't think Jeff Hardy can keep this up much longer. He needs to try to get, you know, hit a quick explosive move, you know, just hit him with a swanton or a twist of fate or something just out of nowhere. Jeff Hardy needs to hit something, because I think the longer this match goes, the more it's going to favor Batista. And now just look at Batista. He's got Jeff up on his shoulders here. Jeff's got it. Oh, but he couldn't get out of it. And Batista now just once again just hammering away at the face of Jeff Hardy with those vicious slobber knocker shots, left and right hands to the face. Just blood all over the face of Jeff Hardy. I mean, this is getting ugly, folks. Jeff Hardy, I don't know how much he's got left in the tank here. And now Batista. Oh my God, what a spear! Nearly broke Jeff Hardy in half there. And I'd be amazed if that doesn't do it. Jeff looks like he's out cold. 1, 2, 3. Up the Jeff. He wasn't going to be able to kick out of that one. And Batista has done it. He has retained the ECW Championship once again here at our ECW special pay-per-view. So let's take a look at the fan change. According to WWE.com, a plus 400,000. Yep, see, special pay-per-view was enjoyed by the fans around the world. The preceding hype that had been built up for the main event was tremendous. The match did not disappoint either. 5 stars. That's good to see. And it appears we've made the pay-per-view the best it can be. I applaud drawing eyes to my pay-per-view matches, not to massage my ego, but because it's good business. Since you managed this pay-per-view event to a 5-star rating, I thought I would salute your good business sense. Now just don't let me down if you want to be GM of the year. Your boss, Vincent Kenny McMahon, chairman of the board. And yeah, that was my best Vince impression, but you know, I got to get in character for that, and usually it's just easier to cut a promo as Vince than to try to cut a promo and try to impersonate him in the middle of the commentary. So, as we can see, we had 3 5-star matches for an overall 5-star pay-per-view. That's awesome! Yes. Hopefully the ratings and the fan change can reflect that. Hopefully that plus 400,000 can stay there. But somebody signed Sabu. Who was it? Oh, great. This is bad news. Why did it have to be Smackdown? Well, of course, Smackdown, the juggernaut in the ratings war, has just taken Sabu. So it looks like I'm going to have to trade someone to get him back. Ah, man. That's what I get. That's my own mistake for that. But anyway, I want to thank you all for watching the pay-per-view. If you enjoyed, be sure to stay tuned for the next episode. Of course, we got to go ahead and take a look at the rivalries we still got going. Forgot I was going to do that. But now that we know who's the ECW champion, there's one more rivalry we have to make here. And that's between the ECW champion Batista and the Royal Rumble winner, the Big Red Machine, Kane. So I want to thank you all for watching. And until next time, keep on YouTubing.